At some point, being healthy stopped feeling good. Cold plunges, sleep hacks, dopamine hacks, health trackers. Yet after all this, people still feel more anxious than ever. There's even a name for this now: health maxing. The idea that you can just track more, buy more, and hopefully at some point reach the optimal health level. And while it might look like healthier than some other addictions, it creates a problem that people don't realize until it's completely just taken over. When I was in high school, being healthy was relatively simple. Go to the gym, build some muscle, lose some fat, and eat mostly whole foods. But then when COVID hit, health stopped being something people just did in the background and became a central concern for everybody. In fact, in 2021, 62% of Americans reported that health was much more important to them post-pandemic than it was pre-pandemic. And out of that growing concern came something else: influencers and authority figures that we know all too well. Most of you watching will remember an influencer by the name of Liver King. His entire brand was built on optimizing male health and reaching a peak human status. People just went along with some pretty extreme, borderline crazy behavior just because of how good he looked. And then it came out that his physique was actually enhanced, something he'd been lying about all this time, and his brand just collapsed. Now, most people just remember this story as "don't lie about being natural." People often forget to take into account how big his supplement business really was when his brand was thriving. And he's far from just the only one. You see, the wellness industry thrives on a very specific loop. It starts with your anxiety for your own health. Out of that, which you look for authority figures to trust. Oftentimes, these end up being influencers online who promise that a specific product is going to guarantee you results. You try it, you feel fine, but then some other influencer is going to talk about some other product that's going to enhance some other aspect of your life. You're going to try that one, and the anxiety just keeps continuing. If you're someone who actually cares about your health, you're stuck in this constant cycle of looking to authority figures, trying their products, dropping them because some other authority figure says that something else works better. And I actually have firsthand experience of this because I tried AG1 with their world-renowned formula for multiple years. Then I took a short break and to my surprise realized that my life really hadn't changed in any way. I felt the exact same, except about $90 richer per month. The sad part is, while you and I are just trying to figure out how to be the most healthy, the wellness industry ends up adding billions to their top line every year. Now, just to be clear, is every single person online that's giving you advice about health just trying to sell you something and profit off of you? Of course not. But a lot of them are. And you gotta be careful to realize what's a product that's being sold in order to just sell it, and what's specific research pointing to that actually will optimize areas of your health. Because oftentimes you realize that although these products have magical claims, a lot of times there's no research backing them. Now, in saying this, I'm not trying to say that you shouldn't care about your health and just throw everything out the window. I'm actually saying quite the opposite. Being healthy is one of the most foundational aspects to living a full and happy life, but that means that health is supposed to be one aspect of a complete life. It's not supposed to be the only thing that you care about and obsess over. The problem with today's social media and digital economy is the fact that everything is made to seem like doomsday and that you need to care about every little micro aspect of your health to be peak human, where in reality, a lot of the times being healthy comes down to a few simple things. Even someone like Andrew Huberman, who goes super deep into researching very specific things, when asked what most people should do, he keeps his advice pretty general.
As long as you train with weights 3 times a week, run 3 times a week, long, medium, and short runs, and you take a cold shower and you eat mostly unprocessed and minimally processed foods, and you try and get sleep, and you limit your alcohol, and you deal with any addictions you might have, and you work on your traumas, like, you're gonna have a great freaking life.
If you noticed, he's not giving you a whole laundry list of items to go out and buy, or a whole Excel spreadsheet of things you should be doing every single day to optimize your health. This is because when you start obsessing over health, it starts to consume your life rather than just be a supporting aspect of your life. Now, like I said before, today's digital economy is meant to capitalize on whatever you care about most. It'll get your attention one way or the other. And if health is one of those things that you care about, it'll make sure that you start obsessing over every aspect of it, and will definitely try to sell you every single health product that is out there. The key isn't to just ignore your health, but it's to recognize if your optimization attempt is bordering obsession, and just knowing when to take a step back and just chill. Thank you so much for sticking around until the end of the video. Really appreciate it. If you disagree with me, please feel free to let me know down in the comments. If I missed something, please also feel free to let me know. If you enjoy this type of content, please make sure to subscribe and like. We'll be dropping much more of these in the future. Hit that bell icon so you don't miss another one of our videos. Thanks again for sticking around. See you in the next one.